Hi everybody, welcome to episode 8 of the Mac Life Show. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Flo.
This week, Flo will be showing you the Lacie USB 3.0 ExpressCard for the Mac, and I'll be showing you DJ for the iPad.
And later, Nick will be joining us with his weekly quick tips. And don't forget to stay tuned to the end of the show. We have a very special announcement about next week's show, and we have a win.
From last week's show, so if you entered last week's show, check it out, we'll tell you who won, and it could have been you.
So every week we like to showcase products that we think you might enjoy. This week we've got the USB 3.0 ExpressCard from Lacie. It adds on 2 USB 3.0 slots on your Mac, and currently it only works with the last generation MacBook Pros that have the ExpressCards and the current unibody 17-inch MacBook Pro. We haven't really been able to benchmark it or get any real results out of this just yet, but we do know that it can go up to 5 gigabytes per second or 480 megabytes per second with the USB 2.0. So stay tuned to the site. Next week we'll have the full story on this little card and what it can do on your Mac.
So this week I'm going to talk to you about DJ for the iPad. It's the new DJ software from Algorithm. I've actually reviewed the DJ for the Mac, and it's actually a really good program for someone who doesn't want to be, for a beginning DJ, or for someone who's, just wants something they can play around with and still kind of do some DJing at parties with their friends and whatever. This is actually really cool. It's got all your little, it's got the scratching, it's got the fader. So, it has the, what you would expect from some DJ software. The latency is actually really good. It's surprising, especially when you're scratching, how well it works. And you also get a representation of the waveform when you go into Scratch. It'll zoom in just so you can see where the beats are. Now, in addition to that, if you don't want to be sitting at the DJ table the entire time, you can hit Auto Mix, and it'll make an auto mix from all of your songs in iTunes. And it has a break, which is nice. You can also record all of your little mix. So if you create a mix that you really like, you can record it. You have volume controls for each track, and you can also sync the tracks. So this song's at 144 BPM, and this one's originally at 136. You can hit sync, and it'll sync them together, making your transitions a lot easier. It's $19.99. It's in the iTunes store right now. It's really cool. You should check it out. We'll have a full review on MacLife.com and in MacLife magazine.
And now it's time to announce the winner of the Gorilla Torch Switchback from our last show. And our winner is, proverbial drum roll, put in my password, SportMac! Ta-da! You won! I will get in contact with you later. And now, on for this week's win. This week, every week until Christmas, we're going to be giving away these adorable little iPhone cases from Spec. They are for iPhone 3G, 3GS, and iPhone 4. To win these adorable cases, all you have to do is leave a comment with the iPhone that you have on the article page for the Mac Life Show, episode 8. We will pick a winner at random next Tuesday at 12 o'clock noon PST. Also next week is another great chance for you to win Christmas presents for yourselves and for your friends. We're going to have an amazing Mac Life's Favorite Things win show. We're just going to give away a bunch of stuff from all of your favorite companies. We've got peripherals, we've got cases, we've got all sorts of things. And so stay tuned. Come in next week and we'll tell you how to win.
Hey there, Mac Lifers and Carnies. It's time for your favorite segment of the show, Nick's Tips with Nick. We have 2 very special tips for you today. Tip number 1, if you want to search for words on an internet website, you can do it on your phone by going to the search bar, typing in the word you want, say macaroni, and scrolling to the bottom of the list. In the bottom, it'll say, find macaroni on this site. Now this only works on 3GSs and iPhone 4s, so if you've got an iPhone 3G, you need to buy an upgrade. Tip number 2, Command Option Eject will help put your computer to sleep. So will NyQuil, and so will shutting it if it's a laptop. And that's Nick's Tips with Nick.
You've got questions, we might have answers. Now we're going to answer your Twitter questions from twitter.com/MacLife. You can also send us an email at themaclifeshowlive@gmail.com, and we'll try and answer your questions on next week's show.
So the question we're going to talk about this week is from Jelani. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I've been using Chrome for my web browser for the past couple of months, and I really enjoyed it compared to Safari. I recently switched back to Safari though, because all the tips for browsers on the site are about Safari, not Chrome. I'm really getting frustrated with Safari. I want to know any reasons why I should stay with it before I commit to Chrome. We can do more questions for you on Chrome. Flo uses Chrome. Tell us about
I do, and I actually, Chrome is nice for your basic web browsing, but there are a lot of times when it will crash on me because of video playing. So video playing is something that it doesn't work very well for me, and anything with applets, anything with Flash, that's when I usually use Firefox for that. Chrome on the Mac, though, is much better implemented than Chrome on the PC, so you always have that going for you. But Safari is always good to have a backup browser. So Safari and Firefox are my backup browsers, but Chrome I use for just basic blog reading.
There you go. Now, Chrome and Safari are both based on the WebKit.
Right.
So they're both, under the hood, the same browser. Chrome is supposed to be a little bit quicker, and Safari is supposed to be a little bit more robust. I use Firefox as my main browser and Safari as my backup. So don't feel odd having more than one browser open. If you have one that you know will crash when it watches videos or certain sites, you can always just load those sites in another browser. So don't fret, don't run away from Chrome. We can do more Chrome how-tos on the site just for you, because that's how cool we are.
And it's okay to love more than one browser.
It is. It's always good to have a backup.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to tune in next week. And as always, if you have any feedback for us, you can shoot us an email at themaclifeshowlive@gmail.com. Theme music for the Mac Life Show is produced by Roll On Red. I'm Roberto Baldwin.
And I'm Flo.
And don't forget to make a comment in the Mac Life Show Episode 8 article page to win one of these magical iPhone cases. We're going to be giving away a lot of these, so your chances are pretty high that you could win them. So check them out. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll be back next week, and we'll talk to you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'm just gonna do that for the rest of the show.
Drunk girls. Drunk girls.
Hey there, Mac Lifers and Carnies. It's time for Nick's Tips with Nick. If you've never used the internet, it's pretty awesome. And that's Nick's Tips with Nick.